Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to another DerailValley VR video. As you can see, we have recovered the DM3 that we sent off running into the maintenance shed over there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing fixed up because it's apparently not in the zone, I guess. Neither of them are. Okay. Thought we would be. Okay. Launch it up. There we go. There's the ding. So let's see what's wrong. Pretty much everything, probably. Yeah, mechanical powertrain completely shot, so we'll go ahead and top that off. Wheels. Top that off. The body. Pretty much all of that also. The oil. The sand. And we'll go ahead and top off the diesel as well. Shabomp. There we go. Alrighty, so that whole bill comes out to $51,000, which is, again, half the price that we would have paid if we serviced it at the kiosk, so that is fine. So there we go. That is good. And then what we can do is, let's switch over to the Doot. He just needs a little bit, but might as well. So there we go. These are all serviced up. So we have 42,000 to our name. Let's go to the thing. We definitely still have a lot of things we gotta pay. Yeah, we have 174,000 to repay. That's just our copay though. Okay, so that's not too bad. We just have a little bit here, so we can easily pay all this back. That's fine. The L017, that's the one that needs the fuel, and then we have the jobs as well. It's not the end of the road, so let's just pay some of these off. So L076, $3. Sure. And then these jobs. And then that one. Alrighty, so that's all that's left is just that one. Because that is our train that's out of fuel. So, we're going to go service that ourselves. But, like, we could just, like, take the other DM3 up there, but to be honest, that's probably a little bit overkill. We don't have that much cargo on there, so what I want to do, let's head, I don't know where if we can get it. Was it the goods factory or the food factory? One of them. I'm not exactly sure where it was, but we're gonna go hunt for it. Let's start at the machine factory, actually. Because there's something I want to get. No, I don't know where the shop here is. I think the shop is down over this way, usually by the... Yeah, there it is, I see it. Do they have it here? This may not be the right shop. You know, this is where they have the cassette and the locomotive remote. Okay, this is not the right place. Alrighty. Let's try the food factory then. There's a lot of money we're spending just fast traveling around, so I don't know if we'll have enough. It's either this shop or the goods factory. It's definitely not the machine factory, because we just went there. Oh, no, there's a DH4. Doot. Bigger Doot. Biggest Doot. Oh yeah, it's usually by the, it's usually by the passenger station. It's an Omni truck. There it is, the BE2 260 micro shunter. They have it here. How much is it? 30,000. Nice. Alrighty, so we can afford that. There. So now we just gotta go find Old Bob's garage. Yes. Okay. Where is Old Bob? It might be one of these spurs by the machine factory. Yeah, so let's travel back to, because yeah, we got a spur down at the bottom, we got a spur up at the top, and then this is where the caboose was, so it's one of these spurs over here. Yeah, and City was where we got the caboose. So let's travel to Iron Mine West. Alrighty. So Iron Mine West, if we head down the track this way. Not necessarily down the track, but just run this way. And then quickly sprint across the water, as you do. We can find a little spur, a little track spur. There it is. Yeah, so down here. So it's 4 mile per hour. Little spur. To... Aha, there it is. Old Bob's Garage. Shwink. And there it is. Oh, there it goes. There it is, the micro shunter. So yeah, they added this a while ago. And this used to be where the hand car used to be. This would be like where you would go to unlock the hand car. But they decided to make the hand car a base thing, and then instead have this be the thing, which I think does make a lot of sense. What we got in here? Oh, just a little extra storage area with some cement. So yeah, let's go ahead and fire this thing up, and we're gonna go and use this to rescue our other train that's stranded on the mountain. And yeah, we're not too far away. We just gotta go through a bit of a ways. It'll be a little bit of a trek, but it should be fine. If we need to recharge at the food factory, that will be fine. Because yeah, this thing, I don't know how long its battery lasts for. Would you like to be shown around this vehicle to get it running? Sure, you know what? Let's figure out what everything does. Alrighty, so we need to enable the electrics breaker. Push whip. Alrighty, enable the traction motors. Push whip. Look, cab lights. Yeah, let's turn those on. There we go. Alrighty. Turn on the headlights. Nice. Oh, and that does those lights. Okay. Main reservoir until 2 bar. Okay, we have 8 bar. Gently engage throttle. Disengage throttle. Bar. Look at the brake cylinder. Oh, yes. Look at the train brake. Oh, yes. Look at the brake pipe again. Oh, yes. Look at the speedometer. Oh, we can only go to 30. Sander. Okay. Select reverser to forward position. Okay. Forward. Release the handbrake. And then gently engage throttle. We are off to the races. We are booking it. This control engages the powertrain to a desired power output. Yeah. Okay. So disengage that, and then fully apply the brake. There we go. Oh wait, no, fully apply. Okay, they want the brake. Neutral. Ammeter. Yeah, cool. Traction. Oh yeah, traction motor temperature and stuff. The horn. Yep. Oh, then we got our wheel slip, traction motor temp, sand, sander, battery, all those warnings. Oh, that's our battery. Okay. Keep an eye on that charge. Gotcha. Okay, so the red needle shows the voltage. And then the charging cable socket is on the outside. So that's how we recharge it, right there. Right there, we plug it in. Alrighty, thank you. Alrighty, let's give it the beans. Yeah, this thing is mainly designed as a shunter, so not really designed to travel the main line, so here we go. Give it the beans. Here we go. Giving it the beans. And yeah, we can only go 20 miles per hour, but should be fine. We can go and open the window up, get some draft in here. Leave that pegged, probably, for now. Because yeah, we got a lot of distance to cover. Quite a bit of the distance. Yeah, again, we'll get a recharge at Food Factory if we need it. But other than that, we're just cruising. But yeah, I guess the nice thing about this vehicle is that, you know, at least you know that, like, you know, you're probably not going to be over speeding unless we start going downhill. Oh, and then we go off the charts. So I can only really confirm that we're going like 40-ish. I mean, this thing doesn't have an independent brake, it's just got like an auto brake. Because again, it's meant to be a shunter, so you're meant to be hooked up to things. So this is going to be interesting. Riding in this little capsule, basically. It's so small. It's so cute. Lil Doot to the rescue. Yeah, I don't know how bad it is if we go into the red speed. Like, obviously right after 30, it's like red danger speed. But like, how bad is that really? Oh, frick. Okay. We weren't lying, and I don't know where my remote is. I left it somewhere. Okay, cool. Goodness. I thought because this thing was so small I would stop hitting things, but nope, it's just, I'm gonna hit things regardless. Maybe if I stand more in the center of my room, we'll be fine, but again, I'm not sure. But gosh, this thing nips. There we go. Alrighty. Hi, Steamy Choo Choo. Through the loading track. And then through here, I don't think there's any... Yeah, don't worry about any more switches until Food Factory. And Food Factory, we want to make sure we service. Yeah, our battery voltage is still looking good, so I think we'll be fine to get to Food Factory. And seeing something that small move that fast, you don't expect it. You don't expect it. I don't know how well this thing will handle grades, because again, it's meant for like yard shunting, so it might struggle to propel itself up a steep grade, because usually most yards are level in this game. Actually, I think pretty much all the yards are level. I mean, in real life, obviously, you got hump yards and gravity yards and stuff, but in this game, I think all the yards are pretty much level, so there's not that much of a grade for this thing to normally have to fight. And we're pushing it. We're beans in it. We're giving it the huevos. Who's that? Off. So that's off. That's front. That's rear. And that's rear bright. Okay. Interesting. I can't tell if that's like bright or just like all on. Oh, that's all on. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Gotcha. Left, right, all on. I say left to right because it's like the controls are like sideways here. It's kind of interesting because it's like, yeah, it's longer side to side than it is front to back. So you got a lot of room just like here to maneuver. So it's interesting. Your control stand's kind of facing sideways. Which I guess is nice, because it's like if you're going forward or backward, it doesn't really matter. Because like your control stands side on. So that's kind of cool. Like it doesn't really matter forward, backward. You just kind of cruise. And you just kind of go. But yeah, another interesting thing about this thing is that it's not tied to our fees. It's actually owned by us. So therefore, if we go into debt and we aren't able to accept any more jobs because we have to refuel our locomotive, this still won't have that issue. So we can run this thing completely out of electric charge and still be able to accept more jobs while shunting. So that's kind of a nice little thing. I mean, obviously, if you run it out of electric charge, then you can't drive it anymore. So that would be, you know, a slight issue, but, you know. So pretty. Not even halfway to Food Factory. We're just trundling along the main line. What a fun little adventure. But yeah, you know, for something like this, like it's like nothing for us to really worry about. Just leave it in notch A, and then it just trundles along. Yeah, you can just enjoy the scenery. Again, obviously, we'll have to worry if we're going like at a corner that's like 30, rated for 30, and we're like pushing 50. Because this thing, yeah, it does push 50 on downhill. So that's one thing you got to worry about. It does go the beans. But yeah, it's pretty much just like an electric-powered handcar. With a bit more, you know, power behind it so you can actually shunt. I'd like to see somebody try and shunt with a handcar. I mean, maybe you could push like one rail car, but much more than that you'd be pushing it. And this corner's rated for 40 and we're going a little spicy quick, but again, I don't think this thing can go much faster than 40. So unless we see like a 30, then I'll get worried. Like anything lower than 30 is cause for concern. 40's fine, and 60's absolutely fine. So far we haven't used too much charge. Charge needle's barely gone down. So anyways, I guess I'll go ahead and jump cut, because, yeah, probably not the most exciting content. And, yeah, I'll let you guys know if anything interesting happens. the junction right before the food factory. Yeah, coming up on it. You had a bit of a spicy downhill. We're still on a little bit of a spicy downhill. It's 5, and, you know, a bit of a steep downhill, so, you know, I don't know. I don't know how fast we're going, past, like, 40-ish. Like, I'm just going to assume that, like, this is, like, 40, because, you know, we got 10, 20, 30, so, like, that would be, like, around 40, you know? So, like, but, like, you know, like, after 40, I'm not sure how fast we're going, so we could be pushing past 5, especially on a steep downhill like this. Who knows what we're pushing. And it sounds like we were, like, maybe overspeeding the traction motors there. That is a cause for concern, accidentally overspeeding the motors. Yeah. I want to grade this steep. So we'll just leave a little bit of air tied up. Try and not go the beans. Too many beans. Down this very, very steep grade. I've also been getting these flashes. I don't know what those are about. I don't think there's like a thunderstorm brewing. It's not raining. Not sure. But yeah, we'll stop and think about electricity, but I think we're probably fine. The electric bar hasn't even gone down that much, so we might just be fine to just continue on trundling along. Speaking of trundling, like, yeah, this, like, control setup is, like, very similar to, like, a trolley, like an electric trolley. I've been on one at the Rock Hill Trolley Museum, so, yeah, very similar kind of, like, setup. I guess it's just a common setup for electric locomotion. Spinny throttle. I bet as you spin it, more electrical contacts get engaged or something. It's probably a reason why they have it like that. Whereas the regular kind of pull throttle is more like you got a cable connecting to the diesel engine that spools it up, and similar to like a regulator kind of thing. That's cool. That's cool. Although on a diesel electric, it is still contacts, because you're engaging the electric motors, and then those electric motors will be like, hey, we need more power, so then the engine spools up because the motors need more power. So you're not like directly controlling the engine on a diesel electric. I meant more on like a diesel mechanical. You're directly controlling the engine with like a cable going to the throttle. I mean, that's how a car works too. Gas pedal goes to a cable, which goes to the throttle, which gives it the beans. So anyways, I think we want to head this way, but we don't want to go that way. That's going to crash us into a DE6 and another DE2. Or not, yeah, a DE2. We're not in a DE2, we're in a BE2. DE6, DE2, BE2. So yeah, we'll see. Again, the charge doesn't look that bad, so I don't know actually how much we will have depleted on this short little trek, but we will see. This thing's probably more efficient than I give it credit for. Oh, frick. Oh. Bang. Okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It can handle a little smacking around. Okay. Come on. Stop. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's barely used any. There. Imagine if charging your electric car was that quick. Damage the electric powertrain a little bit. That's fine. So there we go, a little bit of money. Less than $1,000 though. Alrighty. Yeah, really did not need to worry about that. So yeah, the electric charge lasts for a little while, I guess, which is good. I don't know how long it'll last when actually doing, like, hard shunting, but I guess we'll figure that out once we get to where we need to get to. Yeah, so the brakes on this thing aren't the best, because again, it only has an automatic brake. It doesn't have an independent brake. So that's why it's not the best. But you know, it still gets the job done. You just crank that up slowly and we're good. Just don't full beans it immediately. Give it the slow bean build up. And then we will make sure we're lying down the center of this. Make sure the center is actually what's clear of rail cars. Oh dear. Okay, no, it's this way. We got some, spicy things on the center track there. But yeah, at least nothing's on the loading track. Got some spicy cryo something. Got some spicy cryo oxygen or something. Cryo. Yeah. Alrighty. We'll probably turn our headlights off. We don't really need those. It's pretty bright. Headlight was nice to have, I guess. Yeah. Off we go. See you later. Did we? Oh, no, those are meant to go there. Yeah, it's a storage track. Okay. I thought like we had like left some flat cars just in the middle of the open. I wouldn't be surprised. Remember, I think last time we came up here, we had a bit of a shunting disaster. But that's fine. Alrighty. Yeah, also I wonder if we should go up the way we went before through the horseshoe curve, or if we should try and loop all the way around and come up around this way so we can try and get the locomotive off the front, get it into military base, because we do have well, we actually don't have a repair station. So yeah, try and get that, I mean maybe get that to Iron Mine East. Just get it out of the way, and then maybe take it to Iron Mine East where we can refill it, and then shunt the load without the train on the front, because I feel like having the train on there is going to cost some extra things. So we'll probably take the I would say a slightly longer way around, but it shouldn't be too bad, because this is kind of squiggly. This is a bit more straight and speedy, but also, again, this thing is slow. So the squiggly probably would be quicker, but again, I kind of want to get around to the front so that we can just get the train off the front and not have to worry about it. Yeah, because I want to get that old train out of there so that we can put this new fancy train on there. That will probably, hopefully, have enough beans to pull this. I say as we're getting very, very bogged down. We'll be up there soon. Up there on that viaduct. Come on, little buddy, don't fail me now. I know your job description was to be in a yard, but you're gonna have to fight the grades. Gravity is a cruel mistress, but I believe in you. 2.2. Come on, little buddy. Oh, buddy, you got this. Look at that. He's a beast. What a absolute unit. Okay, buddy. Whoa. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. You gnarly. You're a little speed demon. Yeah, so that's the way. Up that way. Yeah, so we're not going that way. We're gonna go around the long way. We're gonna go the long way around. Oh gosh, what is this tree doing on the tracks? There's a tree on the tracks. Bam! Get bashed. Whoa, look how pretty. You can see that alignment over there. Our train's stuck somewhere down over that way. Probably won't see it until we're like right up on it. Alright, here we are. Like I said, we were just down there. There's the food factory. And now we're up top. If you gotta make it to the top, you gotta get to the top, Anyways, there's that Y that we went over. You know, you get a lot more respect for the stuff going on in this train, because you're not really too hands-on. Like, even with, like, the DE2 coming up here, like, you are modulating the sand and stuff. Like, it's not an easy feat, so you don't get time to look and stuff. And even obviously with the steam train, you get no time to take a look at your surroundings, because you're just constantly looking at the water glass, looking at the fire, looking at the pressure, looking at your speed. Like, yeah, you get no time to kind of just enjoy the valley. It's a very beautiful world they crafted here. Yeah, so once we pass, we have like 3 switches to pass. We got the one that'll take us down to the harbor. We got, and then the coal factory, or the coal mine, and then the iron mine. And then we obviously have the military base switch. So, we want to make sure we're going left at every single switch. except for the military base one. There's the bottom half of the spiral, I think. Yeah, it's part of the spiral. I always thought how cool it would be if you're coming up here and you get to see your train still down there. That would be... You'd have to have some ludicrously long train in order for you to still be able to see it down there. But yeah, it's pretty much like a massive head choppy loop at that point. I'm not sure, this thing seems to have some sort of gear mechanism. Because yeah, like we dropped down and now it's speeding up again. It's like the grade hasn't changed, but like it shifted into like a different gear. So it just does that like by itself. Because yeah, now we're picking up speed. Like the grade hasn't changed at all, we just went up a steeper grade. It bogged down and then it's just like, okay, now we have the beans. And here's a 1.3, so here's less of a grade. And now it's kind of slowing down a little bit. So I don't know, it's interesting. Interesting what it do. And again, the battery's not really that depleted. That's interesting, we don't want that. We don't want to go to the coal mine, shall we? We don't need coal. Yep, there's a switch. And it's already lined this way. So iron mine didn't want to say hi, coal mine did. I guess now we know the difference between the iron mine and the coal mine. One is more welcoming. And we'll have a grade coming down into our parked choo-choo. Because I remembered, yeah, it wanted to like roll down backwards. Remember that. Like, because that's why we couldn't quite get it to the military base, because it was still kind of on a hill, so... Like, if it should shut off, like, on a grade like this, where it would have just continued rolling, that would have been good. But no, it happened to shut down on a downhill, on a uphill grade, so it wanted to roll back. So hopefully, I don't remember setting any brakes, so hopefully it's still there. I feel like we must have at least tied the handbrake or something. Hopefully all the brakes haven't just, like, depleted and now it's, like, going to be rolling away and we have to catch it. If editor me just put foreshadowing text on the screen, then, oh dear. There it is. Bang. We'll leave these here for now, and then what we'll do is we'll get this, gotta get this broken choo-choo out of the way. Yeah, now we get to test this thing's true pulling power. I leave the brake on? Yes, I did. There we go. Okay. No wonder it was struggling. I left the freaking brake on. Come on. If you can't pull this one choo-choo, and I'm worried about pulling the entire load. Oh yeah, now we're definitely wearing the battery out, now that we got like a load behind us. Yeah, without a load, it's like, not a big deal. As soon as you put a load behind it, it is draining like mad. Yeah, I'm worried for this thing's ability to pull the entire load now, so we might just try and get over to the iron mine. So that way we can just get a more powerful Doot. Like, I didn't think it would struggle this much with just one train. But then again, it might have a drag on it somewhere. The mechanical powertrain's worn out, so it's not necessarily a sign. Because trains are always harder to pull in this game, because I don't know, there's always something with them. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll shut her down right here. Yeah, because up here we can just let it roll into the military base. There it goes. Bye, have a great time. Yep, so we'll just leave you right there. And we will head back. Get all these recharged. Again, you can hear the little electric pump running. It's not a good thing that these are rolling even without. Like, these are fully they should have their brakes fully tied. Yeah, we are fully applied on the brakes. And we are accelerating downhill. Not slowing down, accelerating. And we have the brake pipe dumped. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah, I don't... Okay, I guess the brake pipes weren't completely dumped. Oh, does this thing... Maybe this thing doesn't have automatic air. But that would explain it. You can do it. TM temp's really hot. Because now I thought it had an automatic brake, but now I think it might just have an independent brake. Because, yeah, if you're in a yard, you don't usually always have the air hooked up. So it makes sense for it to have an independent brake. But yeah, that's the problem, because now we're like rolling down this hill. So that's hooked up. Do I need to bleed all this? I might need to bleed all this, because these are all dumped. Yeah, it can't release this air by itself. It's interesting how we can hook the air up, though. That's interesting. Yeah, now it's moving. Now we're moving and grooving. Yeah, so something, and some brake is still applied somewhere. Something's wrong with your brakes. Yeah, it is. Forget the air hoses, I guess. Ooh. Oh my goodness, okay. I guess this thing just can't handle pulling anything up. So we'll have to get that choo-choo over to the service. These are making their way back down the horseshoe. I mean, we can probably go haul that other one up to place and get it all fixed up and good to go. But I was hoping this thing could handle it. You know, no matter what I do, they're just going to be hot and bothered. And unfortunately, I am running out of time to record this, so I think I'll just have to leave these cars here. And I'll have to go service the other train, take it to the iron mine, then bring it back down here. We can couple up all these cars. It can pull them fine. Yeah, this thing's gonna blow a motor again. And it's starting to rain, so we're gonna lose traction. And then the cars that are left down here, I can tie the brake on the caboose. That'll probably hold them. Yeah, world's strongest handbrake. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. Yeah, it was fun driving this thing around, checking it out. Obviously, it can't pull anything up a grade. That's kind of what we're learning. It can't pull anything up a grade. So that's fair. It's meant for yard duty, which is flat. And, I mean, it can pull the world on flat ground. I've seen it pull very long trains shunting, so that'll be cool. I'm pretty sure we can also remote into it, right? Yeah, we can remote into it, so we can throttle it up from the remote. So it'll be a fun little thing to shunt from. So all that is to come. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye for now. Oh, I just realized we don't have wipers.